Hello, how you doing? This is Coach's Conversation. Coach's Conversation is a show that we highlight the accolades on and off the field of our coaches and their athletes. It also highlights the people that run athletics, the people who deal with athletics, and the people that make it work in the athletic department. Look, you already know who I am. I am Marcus Taylor, but today we're going to talk to the person who makes it work for the athletic department at Shelby County School. One who we very rarely see, but she's a part of what's going on. I want to make sure you get a chance to know her for yourself. Look, that is Miss India Weaver. Hey, Indy.
Hey there.
Make sure I get this shirt on for you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Gotta treat you like a lady.
Oh, my.
Look, you've been in this position probably about 5 years, right?
That's correct.
I see you about, everybody gets a chance to see you at the athletic games and events that we have throughout the district. You do an awesome job, I want to say that first and foremost. But I think it's some people that really don't know who India Weaver is. Look, tell them a little bit about yourself.
Well, you know, actually, I'm a native Memphian.
Okay.
I graduated from Whitehaven High School.
Whitehaven.
Whitehaven Tiger.
Yes, ma'am.
I went to Fairley Elementary for you.
You all right then.
Different.
You passed.
And went off to college on a basketball scholarship at the University of Tennessee Martin.
Okay.
And I ended up doing some graduate school work at the University of Memphis.
Okay.
And ended up coming back to the district. Actually, I was coaching at Rhodes College. I was one of their assistant basketball coaches, and ended up on a recruiting venture. Ended up coming back to recruit at Whitehaven.
Okay.
And ended up connecting with some people in the athletic department at that time, and ended up securing a job with the system. At that time, Memphis City Schools.
Oh, wow. This is big time. Yeah. So Whitehaven High School played basketball?
Yes, sir.
Who was your coach?
Sarah Jo Smith.
Oh, she's a legend.
She is. She was fantastic. Amazing person, not only as a coach on the court, but just as an individual. I noticed when I finally went to college that it's a business.
Right.
And when I was in high school, it was definitely more of a caring, a parent kind of guardian situation, and I really appreciate everything I learned from her.
That was awesome. Look, I'm going to take you back, probably 5 years ago in some months. Take me back to the day when you found out that you were going to be athletic manager for Shelby County Schools. Now, understand that I know that it was an untimely passing of Dr. J.L. Perry.
Yeah.
Nobody was expecting that, but you got the phone call. What was that like? And to be the first female athletic manager for Shelby County Schools, which is the largest district in Tennessee, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, well as one of the largest in the country. How did you get through that? Walk me through that.
Oh my, so I kind of get this question from time to time. So in that moment in my life, it was I guess walking into a gradual discovery of a purpose that I knew nothing about.
Right.
So sitting in that seat, it was amazing because at that time I was actually looking to do something different.
Wow.
Right, and actually looking to walk into an assistant position somewhere else. I had been discussing it at the time with Dr. Perry, but you just never know what you have in store. I'm looking to be an assistant, but I end up being the head.
Right.
And so sitting there, taking over a district that large, it happened very quickly. Mm-hmm. Everything was unfolding so fast during that time frame. And to just make sure to keep the ship going, to make sure that everything was working accordingly. It was initially overwhelming, but amazing at the same time.
How long did it take for you to kind of calm down in that position? Like get your bearing, get your feet planted in that? Because like you said, it came all of a sudden.
Yeah, well, when I walked into the position, because of the situation, again, it unfolded so fast. Every event was back to back to back. So honestly and truly, it took about a year. Okay. Because I was trying to make sure that I was maintaining existing operations. Right. But then at that time I got to reach to the summer, I was able to prepare and plan and prep for the following year. So that urgency that was happening that first year did not exist then. So I was able to combat that with more planning in the summer and moving through different events and moving through what I saw for the athletic department, what I saw my vision to be for the athletic department.
Oh, that's what's up. I got another one in. What drives India Weaver? What does it for you? Like, what makes you say, even in the midst of everything going on, good and bad, tough and tender, with kind of easy, what makes you say, what drives India say, I'm getting up to make this happen? Because there's some babies out there, there's some young ladies,
Right.
there's some women out there that's going to be listening, like, what makes this happen for you? Because you're the first now.
Right. Sports, as you know,
Yes.
is so male dominated.
Yes.
Right. And I am a firm believer that representation is important.
Right.
And being able to sit in the seat to represent people that look like me, where I come from. You know, again, like I talked about, I'm from Memphis. I grew up in Lakeview Gardens. I came from a single parent home. My experience with sport in Memphis City School at that time is that I participated at the school. I didn't get into the youth sports or the AAU.
Right.
I didn't have the opportunity. My mom didn't have the funds.
Right.
Everything that I did happened at the school level. And because that happened for me, I want to say that the kids that look like me, feel like me, you know, had the same experiences. I want to make sure that they know that there's a school system, there's an athletic department where they can still have a great time and not have to be in this youth sports movement where it's $1 billion business, that in education-based athletics, you can have those same opportunities. And because I'm from the system, like I'm here, just like you could be here. We can interchange spots, right, as you grow and as I grow, and that's important. So by nature, I'm an achiever, and I want to make sure that people know, students know around that they can achieve too.
Ooh, you said something profound. You said by nature, you are
By
an
nature.
achiever.
By nature.
Wow, that's innate. That means I have that at all times.
By nature.
Look, now for everybody who might not know, every department, no matter what you're doing, has a mission statement.
Right.
People might not know the athletic department, the SCIAA's athletic department. Tell me what the SCIAA stands for. Of course, I know, but they might not know. And then tell me what the mission statement is for your department.
Well, SCIAA stands for Shelby County Interscholastic Athletic Association. And so basically our mission is to make sure that we're providing quality athletic experiences and academic resources to our athletic community. So basically we're using this sport as a vehicle to build high standards, whether it's character, academics, sportsmanship. That's what sports can do. It's done it for me, and we want to make sure that we continue that. I think one of the biggest things that we like to say when we sat down as a staff, as an office, you know, we created a vision, and our vision is to make sure that we're championing the potential of all student athletes in Shelby County. Now that's a pretty lofty goal, but I think as we sit down every single day and we're student focused, when we're sitting around the table, that we're trying to think innovatively, make sure that we're maintaining our integrity, making sure that equity is being sought out throughout the district, that we're keeping to those values, that we're hoping every day, every single thing that we do is leading to that vision.
I love the fact of the champion. We're championing, being champions of athletes. I tell people all the time when I have opportunity to do shows and come out and talking on the radio, we're a champion of children. And that's beautiful. That's a part of your vision. That in the athletic department that you're saying that I am a champion of children, because they need somebody to go to bat for them. And so that's awesome. And that you're not just doing it for the ladies or the young ladies, you're doing it for the males, you're doing it for everybody that wants to play athletics for Shelby County School. The athletic department is championing them. Tell me something, as athletic manager, shoot me some accomplishments. What have you accomplished since you've been in that position over the past 5 years? What have you done?
I think people do like to hear about the kind of X's and O's. So I guess within the 5 years, we're probably sitting at a little over 20 state championships. So
20?
Right, over 20 in basketball, football, track and field. And so I think that's pretty outstanding. What I also noticed is that in this particular department, we've tried to give back more financially to the schools.
Right.
I think we've tried to be more innovative in the way we deliver funds and resources and equipment to schools. I don't think it's ever been done in that way before.
Right.
Also, I'm really proud that at the school level, that there are so many schools who take on that the fact that academics is important.
Right.
That if you want to go to school, whether it's Division I, Division II, Division III, we're going to make it work to see that you get there. And I think those are some of the things that's important. I think outside, some of those accomplishments seen have come in the form of, during my tenure here, I've earned 2 Athletic Administrators of the Year awards. I've done that with the TIAAA and TSSAA. And I'm also currently up for a state merit award through the TIAAA.
Oh, wow, that's big time.
Yeah.
TIAAA. Look, I like the fact that we talked about the accomplishments and what you've done, but let's go. I want to talk a little bit about the money. Of course, I understand what's going on.
The money.
But because people make a mistake. People think that that we don't give, like the Shelby County Schools Athletic Department doesn't give back. We weren't doing profit sharing before you came up with that.
No, we weren't.
Yeah.
We would have championships or some special events, but there was no money being given back to the schools.
Right.
When I stepped into the role, I wanted to make sure that if you were a part of it and if we profited from it, that the schools were receiving that. Because at the end of the day are the schools who have the fans. And so I've enjoyed being able to say, hey, this is some of your concerns. We listen to the principals, the coaches, and administrators, and they're talking about funding. And we want to be a part of the solution. So I look at the SCIAA definitely as a support organization. So when they're talking, I'm listening. And so I was happy that we've created events that we're able to give back portions of the proceeds back to the schools.
That's big time. I got one quick one. Okay. Years before you were in the position, there was a time that middle school wasn't receiving funds for the athletic department.
That's
Over
true.
the past 3 years, we brought that back to the schools for them to get funds, at least start their season off, and to buy whatever they need. That's a tremendous accomplishment, and that's with saying more middle schools now than it was when they cut it off.
Yeah, because right now we're currently sitting at, with middle and high, probably about 100 schools that participate with the SCIAA.
Yes,
so
no
that's
question.
about 12,000 student athletes, and that's over 1,500 paid coaches.
Yeah.
And so, it's a big job. And so just to make sure that the middle schools do have a financial burden trying to play sports. Sports are expensive, and so I'm thinking about that, making
for the little guy.
For the little guy. Making sure that operations are as such, that's efficient enough that whatever we'll be able to make, that we can be able to give it back.
Okay, let's move a little forward. Let's talk about influential people. Who's done it for you? Name me maybe 2 or 3. Who's done it for you? I know a lot of people gonna see this, gonna be upset. Well, I want on the list. No, you fine. You in my prayers.
There's so many people that I've taken bits and pieces from.
Okay.
So I definitely want to start off with my mother, right?
Awesome.
She was an entrepreneur, and I saw her work hard.
Yeah, beauty shop lady.
That's right, she owned a salon.
Beautician. That's right.
And I saw her work hard, getting up every day. It wasn't a sick day. I did not have sick days and built in, so if I don't go to work, I don't get a check. And that particular type of work ethic was important to me. The person who actually helped me transition into athletic administration, because I started my career in sports medicine.
Right.
Right, so I was doing rehab, I was doing evals, things of that nature. But there was a guy who used to work for Memphis City Schools named Robert Cole.
Okay.
And Robert Cole took me under his wing.
Root to the Q's. He is the brother.
He is?
Yes, root to the Q's.
He took me under his wing as I guess he's a mentor.
Yeah.
And he kind of showed me things and how it goes. And I'm so grateful to that, because it never occurred to me. I think awareness, exposure is important.
Wow.
And I was an adult still being exposed that there are some additional career paths for you. You don't have to stay in this one if you don't desire to. And I think one last one that I probably want to talk about is Karen Pease at Wellchild. It's the first time I really have run into a woman who was like a CEO of a major medical company who has locations not only in Memphis, but in Mississippi and Nashville.
Right.
And she's been a mentor, not in the quite same business of sports, but in the business of helping children.
I was just about to say, champion.
And so being able to talk with her, especially being a woman in leadership and leading, and saying how it looks this way sometimes and how it has to look another way at another time. Getting that advice from her has been instrumental.
Wow. Top 3. That's what's up. Now, I know you're not doing this by yourself.
That's right.
You got an office full of people.
Oh.
Tell me about your staff. Tell me a little bit about them. Let's go down the line.
All right, so let's start with the ladies. So there's my admin assistant, Tangela Taylor. She's fantastic.
Yeah, money lady.
She keeps us going.
Yeah.
She keeps the office going. She can see me, and sometimes she'll say it before I knew I needed it.
Yeah, right.
Just fantastic. Awesome. We have an athletic specialist in the office, Alicia Sluderman.
Yeah.
I like to call her Lady MacGyver.
Yes, yes.
Awesome problem solver.
Right.
A jack of all trades.
Yes.
And she's just been fantastic in doing that.
Right.
We have a head athletic trainer, Kai Washington.
Yeah.
And Kai,
Quiet storm.
Quiet storm. So funny that you were going to say that. But she's very efficient, so efficient. Giving her a task, she gets it done.
Right.
A little oversight needed, and she's just fantastic at doing that.
Right.
We have a new addition.
Yeah.
Claire Betty now.
Yeah, Betty. That's
She
right.
got
That's
married.
right. Got married.
And Claire, so organized, such an initiator, a go-getter.
Yeah.
Coming in the door, trying to make an impact, making an impact, actually.
Right.
And I'm grateful to have her on the team.
Right.
And then last but not least, I guess the host of the show, Marcus Taylor.
Wow, who is that guy?
Marcus Taylor, he is, I would like to say, my no-nonsense visionary.
Right.
He's always thinking of, what can we do next?
Right.
What can we do that no one else is doing? And I appreciate that foresight to be a visionary and to add that to the athletic department.
Man, that's what's up. Wow.
There you go. You know that, didn't you?
No, shout out to all those people. Look, before we close out,
Yes.
give me some community partners. You know, I got some in my mind, but give me a couple of community partners that have helped out with athletics over the past few years, have done been significant in their giving and their time for athletics.
Well, we've had, of course, Child has been a great partner since the beginning. Daryl Gray law firm.
Right.
We've walked into Regional 1 has been helping.
Yes.
Who else did we have? We had a new partner to come on for the All-Star game.
That was the orthopedic group.
Yes.
Yes. New Beginnings Orthopedics and Prosthetics.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Mr. Carver.
Mr. Carver.
Yeah,
Mr. Carver. So great. Was willing to extend his hand and help.
Right.
We've also had other partners that will come in and do little things, the small things that you don't think about. Actually, you'll be surprised how many just people of the community,
right,
associated with companies,
some silent.
will come in and do things. I think Good Feet actually came in and they actually donated football gloves.
Right.
I mean, it was like over 5,000, 3,000.
Million.
And so I'm just saying, anybody who feels like they can help, who has a heart for children, whether it's financially, whether it's service, whether it's equipment, I just hope that they will reach out and we'll see what we can do to partner to make it better for our student athletes.
University of Memphis. I guess we can talk about that with them sending us an intern.
Oh, they did.
And we're going to start getting interns coming in. I know you reached out to a lot of universities.
Yes. I'm so happy for my interns. Thank you. They keep them coming. It's a lot of work there.
Yes,
so
no
University
question.
of Memphis has helped us. And not only that, they've also sent out some of their coaches. Coach Norvell has come out there and done some things with
the ladies' head coach?
Yes.
The girls' basketball team? Yeah, no question.
And so that's been great. Through the years, Rhodes College has been
no
a solid
question.
community partner.
No question.
When we had the first Golden Glove winner, who was a female.
That's right, sure did.
Was here, and they actually hosted a softball clinic for us.
Yes,
and used their facilities, wonderful hosts. It was great.
Well, look, India, again, on behalf of SCS this time, not just SCIAA, on behalf of SCS, we want to just thank you for the job that you're doing. I'm sure the superintendent is pleased with it because you're still working and like you said, your car still works. But we're saying that we're ultimately proud of what you're doing. Continue the good work. I know it can be tough. I know it can be tedious, but you didn't get this by happenstance. It was a blessing. So you roll with that. Look, we're about to get out of here, but I want to say this. Thank Ms. Weaver again. Thank John Best and his staff for having us over. And this is not the last coaches conversation that you're going to see. But you know my line. I love you more than you love me. If it ain't so, prove it. Root to the Q's, and you know we are out with coaches conversation. Thanks, Indy. Big time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming out. This is big time for us.